This video I'm making right now is going to be about Florida water. Here's an example of Florida water. Let me get it close. This is Murray and Landman Florida water. Now I know the company is Landman and Kemp. I don't know what happened there, but that's what it is now. And this is what I'm offering on my Etsy shop. And I can make my own, but this one is already, it's really good already by itself. And the bottle's plastic, but the label's pretty badass. And I keep saying badass. I really should stop. I don't want them to make my videos 18 and up or something. But it shows like the fountain of youth and everything, and like little lovers. And my sister keeps hacking. I know there's another company in China. I think it's called Two Girls or something that makes and sells Florida water as well. I'm not sure if there's any other people that do it commercially. I know there's some people on Etsy who make their own, and I'm making my own soon, but I'll still be offering this one just because it works well, yeah, it smells wonderful already. And I know it's made as like in the 19th century as like a toilette or a cologne, and so it's part distilled water, part grain alcohol, and then essential oils. And the essential oils change or are different depending on which formula you use. Some will have like 10 different essential oils, and others will be 3. Like I've heard one as lavender, bergamot, and clove. Other ones sometimes include neroli or some more floral scents as well. I mean, you can look it up. I know there's some formulators out there that you could probably find on, and I know you could probably find more information online. People tend to take an idea, especially if they've learned it like from somebody else, and then they'll post it. With HooDoo, you get a lot of, I mean, when I try to research stuff for HooDoo, I get a lot of that, where it's my grandmother taught me this way, or this is the way you make it, this is the way I was taught how to make it, and there's no way you can say it's wrong because it's changes by region, I guess, too, and family traditions. Florida water, when I use it, I'll either put some in a bowl on my working space. I usually use a glass clear bowl, very plain, and I'll leave it there to kind of bring the scent around. You can add it to your bath. You can just take it, put some on. The scent's not going to stick, but it'll still refresh or energize you. Add it to your bath. You can mix it with some bath crystals. Use it to wipe your walls. I've used it in a spritzer, like a little not a perfume spritzer, like the kind you use to like spray your hair or something that you can get for like $1 at Target or online for like the room sprays that people use. You can also, yeah, so bath, floor wash, washing your walls, put it in a bowl, put it on. You can use it as a rinse for sort of things, cleanse your tools with it. Its energy is kind of like emanates, especially if you keep it with like out with a smell, like add it to something else. So if you, I know I've heard people using after they're drained after doing a lot of readings. Like when I do my rune readings, sometimes I feel very like afterwards, and I'll take a bite to eat, something to drink, and then use some Florida water to freshen up the energy of the room and my own energy. It's so it's good for if you're feeling depleted. It's also really good for healing, as well as cleansing and protection. But when you're using it for like cleansing or protection, I've seen people mix it with camphor, because camphor dissolves. I know I did a video on camphor oil, and that resin in there ended up dissolving, so now it just looks like plain oil. So I should show you a video of that too later, an update on how the camphor oil turned out compared to the first night I made it and shared it with you all. So yeah. I'll put some links on some people who make it on Etsy. There's a couple sellers that I really, really like and that I've gotten good things from. ConjuredCardea, I loved her cafe. I know she makes it. She makes Florida water soap too, so you can put it straight on your body. And the HooDoo Shop, I think it's called. I know their other URL, it's like Magic Shop or something, Magic with K. And they make Florida water as well. I'm not sure if they make the soap, but I should check on that. So that's pretty much it about Florida water. Yeah, I know it's supposed to, I don't know if it's the bottle, I think it is because I put it in a bowl before and it doesn't really change, but it's supposed to have a blue color, so when I make it I will add probably a tiny bit of dye or try and find a herb maybe or some sort of root to dye it naturally, but I want it to correspond with the same properties, so I'm not sure what I'll do. I don't really like using fake things in the things I make, but I might use something like a drop of coloring. I wonder if I can find it naturally online. If you know anywhere where I can find natural blue dye, let me know. That could be like just a drop in to keep it like a pale blue. It's supposed to be like aqua blue. And yeah, so you can, the same company that makes this, Marine Landman, but now it's Landman and Chem, also make this soap. But I suggest trying to go to, even though this works wonderfully, the manufactured kind, um, handmade is also pretty cool to check out. It might be a little more expensive, but you know people put their love and intent into it, or at least the people that I'd be listing. I know that they put their love and intent into everything, and that they work their butts off. Magic Shop, I think, does everything slow process. I think they live in the Canary Islands, and that they grow everything that they use pretty much, and they have really funky, cool stuff on there. I'm totally I drool over their shop every time I look at it, and ConjuredCardea too. But I should just make a video on my favorite Etsy shop so you guys can all check them out because they're pretty awesome. So yeah, and so I sell this on my site, and I saw it at Botanica. It's like $12, local one, but I know that they probably are just trying to keep their business open and everything because metaphysical shops aren't really doing that great. So from what I'm seeing and hearing, even here in San Diego, where there's a larger pagan population, I guess, compared to some other areas. And I found mine. I'm selling mine for $6, I think. On my website, 5 or 6. I think it's 6, which is fairly cheap. I know some other sites sell theirs for 6 or more. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my Florida water video, and I'd love to hear how you use Florida water in your rituals and everything, or in your spiritual work. So thank you for watching again.